Are we live? Is this thing on? Let me ask the chat. Are we live? Is this thing on? I never know anymore. I'm so anxious. Hello? Are we live? Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? I hope so. I hope so. All right, folks. You know one thing and one thing only. If we go live before 7 p.m. Eastern time, that means one of these things has failed. Shout out to Disco Ball Nation for filling this joint up. I was a little bit late to the party, irritable bowel syndrome and a whole large pizza from Domino's. Half price Domino's on Mondays is the new vibe. I love half price Domino's on Mondays. Shout out to you guys. I missed you guys. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. This is day 5 of our incredible drafters promo that we are taking advantage of. Here's the drafters promo. If you get 10 consecutive days, guess what? You get 1 free ticket into the $1.3 million and a $10 pick'em ticket. If you draft 20 consecutive days, you get 2 $1.3 million tickets and a $20 pick'em ticket. If you get 30, that's 3 $1.3 million tickets and a $30 pick'em ticket. It's a pretty sweet deal. Take advantage of it. I mean, like, we're in day 5, so we're shooting for the full 30. But I mean, if you're just starting, you could definitely get in and get started on the 10 or the 20. And I'll tell you what we're doing and where we're doing it at and how you could do it too. This is not a mock draft. This is a real money draft with real money implications. This is the drafters $1.3 million. It's a $15 buy-in, $2.5 million in total prizes. $500,000 goes to first. It's total points format. Most points wins best ball weekly scoring from weeks 1 to 17. 12 teams draft fast and slow. There's also the drafters $2 mini. It's a $2 investment. $25,000 goes to first. There's over $125,000 in total prizes. Not bad for a $2 investment. It is best ball, which is the most convenient way for your draft. You have 20 rounds to fill your roster for depth. Each week, a starting lineup is composed of the following positions: 1 quarterback, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 flex. At the end of the week, the best overall performances on your roster will be submitted into your weekly matchups. No more leaving points on the bench, no more waiver wires, no more trades, none of that garbage. Get that garbage out of here. You literally just drafted. And forget it, unless you're winning a life-changing amount of money. So sign up today on Drafters Fantasy Sports using promo code DISCO, and I will double your initial deposit. Dollar for dollar, up to $100 Rooskies. So you put $100, I'll match that deposit, and guess what? You got $102 mini opportunities. You could do 100 $2 mini lineups. Give yourself a better chance to either place in the money or get that first place finish. And if best ball isn't your thing, we also got pick'em tickets. We also got pick'em tickets. Yes, I just start off with Deebo Samuel and Cooper Kupp. It's a weird start, but I'm here for it. Where if you hit 8 props, and the NFL season-long props are now available on drafters. If you hit 8 props, you could 100x your dollar Rooskies. If you want to tail this bet, do it. Do it. It's a good one. It's a real good one. Do it. All right, let's catch up with the chat. First, says Hot Take City. Shout out to my guy, Hot Take City. It was so weird having a Saturday without the Hot Take space on X. But I'm sure it's back, and it's going to be at noon. I'm just going to be at the expo. Hopefully, I could multitask and meet people at my booth, and also, do the Hot Take City space, because I love that space on X. If you guys are not following Hot Take City, fix your life. Shout out to AP, my brethren. I love AP. He was the first guy to join the Big Draft Energy Community Best Ball League. That filled within 24 hours. So shout out to everybody who joined. If you guys are interested, we're setting up a second one. Same buy-in. We're setting up a second one if you're interested. Hit me up in the DMs. We'll get you in. It's a $50 buy-in Canadian, so that's like $38 for you Americans. Hello all, says Bad Guys Official. What's up, Bad Guys? And it's on Sleeper. It's on the Sleeper app. Hi all, says Jerry. What's up, Jerry? Bad Guys Official really is a good guy. I hope he still is a good guy and he keeps being a good guy in this draft, because he's drafting right next to me. Let's shout out Disco Ball Nation. AP, he's at the 101. Angry Elf at the 106. Quasi at the 109, Sleazeball at the 110, Bad Guys Official at the 111, yours truly at the 112. So we got 4 disco balls back to back to back to back. It should be a little bit of a snipe show, and AP is just chilling on his own at the front end of the draft. So he's going to have a good one. Hi, also says Jerry Bagshaw. Shout out to Jerry Bagshaw. Andrew N., he says, 1 first half yard. Andy Taylor promised me something fun tonight if I play well and 1 yard isn't coming out. Heard. I don't know what that means. I'm kind of like Will Ferrell in Anchorman. You just, well, whatever's on the teleprompter, I'll read it. Fuck you, San Diego. You poop mouth. Damn, just missed it. All good. Still love you. Yes, we're live. Yo, what's up? Says No Cap Mac. Shout out to you, No Cap Mac. All clear. We're talking, and it's not to ourselves. That's great, man. I'm so anxious. That one day the stream didn't start really killed everything, but I'm happy we're here. The stream's going well, and you beautiful folks are here as well. Yes, sir, says AP. Year. We live, baby, says No Cap Mac. Let's go, says Quasi, aka the two-time. I think Quasi's really happy since we don't have that song intro playing anymore because of what's that word I'm looking for? Copyright issues, copyright infringement, garbage started already. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure did. You guys started early. I know. Jack, are you in our guys? Get in our Discord. Everything we call is in the Discord. Jack, I know we're friends on X. Shoot me a message on X right now. Just DM me on X and I'll invite you to our Discord. We call the cube every time in the Discord first. Damn, sorry, brother. Sorry. Super sorry. But what's his face? Bye Bangle, shout out to Bye Bangle. He's going live right after us. Great stream earlier by Sleazeball as well. Bye Bangle's going live right after us, so you guys could definitely keep up with Bye Bangle. Shout out to Bye Bangle. Speaking of Sleazeball, always next to Quasi. I love it. I don't. Fucking Quasi is like one of the sharpest drafters on the planet. I kind of want like where AP is, where there's no disco balls next to him. That's a good place to be. That's safe. That's safe because you guys are a bunch of sharks. But yeah, man, shout out to Sleazeball. Sub to my guys. Sub to the sports affiliation. They're also going live at 8 p.m. They're doing mock draft Mondays. Why is DJ Moore so low right here? All right. Heck yeah. That's a value. And yeah, shout out to Sleazeball. Make sure you sub to Sleazeball. Shout out to Bye Bangle. Make sure you sub to him. And shout out to the sports affiliation. If you support me, you support them. They're my friends. I like those guys. Yeah, I missed it. It's okay. I still love you. Evening, y'all. Hope everyone had a nice long weekend. It was very busy. But it's a Canadian long weekend. I don't think Americans had a long weekend. Just finishing up dinner. What's for dinner? What you eating? Better for me. Hard to draft a solid team with these snipers. Trust me, man. Trust me. But I love it. I love the competition. It makes me a better drafter. I know in Redraft League, I am kicking everybody's asses because of Disco Ball Nation. You guys are incredible. Jefferson at 9 should be illegal. Who? Come on. And then Drake London here. That is a very unique start. That is an incredible start, Quasi. We're literally just handing him first and second again. And Devontae Smith here. Like, this is insane. Yeah, this is Quasi has the best start I've ever seen. I love it. Yeah, I love your start. Hello, says Arthur. What's up, buddy? That's Angry Elf drafting at the 106. Good to see you, man. We've missed you. It's been a while. You been all right? It's been a long time. We've missed you. Thank you for coming back. Welcome back. We've missed you. We'll welcome you back with open arms. Appreciate your brother always shouting me out. Much love. Yeah, I know. I have to. Like, you literally pay me for it. I'm kidding. I don't have to. I do it out of the kindness of my heart because you're a wonderful human being and you support not just me, but everybody. So it's the very least I could do for all the stuff that you've done for me and the constant support. Like, jokes aside, Hot Take City is one of the most solid human beings on the planet. I haven't known him for long, but I know for a fact if I ever needed anything, I would just have to call him and he'd be there for me 100%. So shout out to Hot Take City, literally the most reliable human being, but like still the most delusional human being because he thinks Rico Dowdle is going to finish as a top 5 RB. What a weirdo. Jetta's at the 9. Quasi love it. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Sleazeball. Yo, let's go. What's up, Bear Fan Pete? Good to see you, brother. Bear Fan Pete. I get to meet you on Thursday or Friday. I get to meet you this week. I get to pull on. Can I tug on your beard? Can I just? Andrew N says it goes to the picture you had of Kelsey for today's episode and his lousy first half in the Super. Gotcha. Okay. Hello, everyone, says Bear Fan Pete. Hello, Bear Fan Pete. That's ridiculous. Yeah, 100%. It's crazy. I was saying I like my start. It's a very unique start. Then I look at Quasi's start and it's like ADP plus uniqueness plus it's him who's drafting, so he's going to finish it incredibly. James says, good evening. Good evening, Pete. James, nice to see you in here. We are so close to we are very close to the expo. I'm having an anxiety attack thinking about the expo right now. Hold on. Just need to make this camera slot bigger. Oh my God, that's so much better. And then I'm just going to delete this one. All right. Oh yeah, that's the one. And then we'll do this. Is that better, folks? Is this better? What's up, Hot Take City? Work and family. Hey, man. Hey, man. I'm just glad that you have the time to stop by and chop it up with us, brother. Thank you for stopping by as always and remembering us. Life can get busy for everyone. I'll never be upset at anybody for not being able to make it to a stream or anything like that, for sure. Blame Sleazeball, handed Quasi London. Facts. Wow, bad guys really is a bad guy. Really is a bad guy. Quasi with the eyes, and I don't know what that last emoji is, but it looks like a beanie. Rico to the moon, baby. Dream on. A Rico top 8. Oh my god, really? Art, you too? A2 Brutus? Bad dog, Quasi. We should rub his nose in that draft. Bad puppy. It's a good boy. He's a good boy. Or is it a girl? Is it a good girl? I'm here. Sorry, I'm late working on Expo stuff. I hear you, man. I've been like, all I do every waking hour is work on Expo stuff. I will say, as excited I am about the Expo, I'm more excited for the Expo to be over so I could spend quality time with my wife and my my dogs. I've just been working nonstop trying to get ready for the Expo. So I'm looking forward to the Expo. Don't get me wrong, but I'm also looking forward to spending quality time with the fam jam, for sure. James Esio says, JC, what you working on? Nicely done, Quasi. ADP starting to go crazy. Yeah, for sure. I'm working on a prize wheel. Nice, JC. Yeah, Quasi 1 GG's. I agree with your comment, Disco. I'm worn out. AP says that's the best wide receiver room I've seen at value. 100%. 100%. I tried to get unique, and then I look at Quasi's lineup, and it's like, yeah, I still have a long way to go. Okay. I think the camera's too big. I need to bring it down just a wee bit. Then we'll save it. All right. Is this better? What's up, Bones? Good to see you. Bone says BDE. Good to see you, Bone Diggity. How you doing, brother? Yeah, I think this layout's much better. Do you guys like this layout more? Here for the family watch hours. I appreciate you, JC. God bless you. And once again, guys, he's going live at 8 p.m. He's got his mock draft Mondays. And then Bayou Bengals also going live at 8 p.m. doing more of this drafter stuff. Man, I wish that guy would have slowed down. I told him. I was like, Bayou, slow down. There's going to be a lot of really good promos. A lot of really, really, really good promos. He's like, no, I must draft. I'm going to put as much money as humanly possible. I'm going to draft. I'm going to draft before bed. I'm going to draft on stream, off stream. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man, slow down, bro. But like, I will say one thing about Bayou. When this guy commits to something, he's 100%. That's what I love about him. He's just not here. Bayou's not here to say hi to the folks. I'm here, fellas. Let's go. I honestly, like, I've been waiting all weekend to do this.
Oh man, look, I got some man meat for this guy. This dude is gonna
give Quasi that 500K. Holy, look at his values. The values are insane, absolutely insane. Quasi has the best start I've ever seen. The Keenan Allen pick here is insane. Here I'm like, oh yeah, DJ Moore pick 36 all day. This guy gets JJ at the 109 and Drake London at the 116. Like, he won $500,000. I'm very curious to see how he finishes this. So, like, guys, do not intentionally snipe him and like corrupt his shit, because like, it's just not good. Don't do that. It's not good. But like, if he gets Caleb Williams, I'm gonna be pissed. I want Caleb. All right. We'll take Najee and Curtis Samuel here. I like our wide receivers a lot right now. I like our RBs a lot. Our first 3 RBs are tremendous. We don't have any sort of quarterback situation yet. We also don't have any sort of tight end situation yet. So we'll see what we could do with the rest of this draft. But so far, I like what we're doing. This is like I told myself this morning on my way to work, like I want to go for at least a week. Like this is the trend that I want to do this week. I want to go 0 RB until Zamir White's available. Then I'm going to go Zamir White. And I want to go with an elite QB. And I want to push the tight end value. And like within 5 minutes of Quasi just having an incredible start, we had to punt our original idea and just pivot. That head looks nice. Yeah, man. Right after I took a poop, I shaved my head. It was great. It was awesome. With the same hand. What? Just got home. Nice. Don't forget Drafters After Dark as well. Well, what time is Drafters After Dark? How am I supposed to know you guys got Drafters After Dark on a Monday? Who the hell does Drafters After Dark on a Monday? The sports affiliation does. Sub to them. What time is Drafters After Dark? I probably won't be awake, but I support you guys. I'll probably say hi. 10 p.m. Eastern time, says Bear Fan Pete. Drafters After Dark, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Let's freaking go. He heard his name. I know, right? You say Bayou Bengal 3 times, or ATP or AT Perry 3 times fast, and for sure. Andrew Wren says Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network. Quasi may have a solid hand here. Yeah. And he just got Kyler at a very tasty 12th pick value. I was hoping to get Anthony Richardson. If I would have gotten Anthony Richardson, my elite quarterback situation would have been perfect. But Bad Guys Official is living up to the moniker, and he goes Patrick Mahomes and Anthony Richardson in rounds 4 and 5. Sleazeball got Lamar Jackson at an incredible value too. 10 picks past ADP. But Mark Andrews went, yeah, man, ADP's gone to shit. Bayou, 10 p.m. Yeah, Quasi starts insane. I feel like we're all drafting a solid lineup. Let's look at what AP's got. He's got CMC, Pollard, Waddle, Nabbers. So I realized Sleazeball's issue isn't that he's intentionally mispronouncing it. It's the vowel A. Because I asked him to say bagel, and normal people say bagel. He said bagel. So Nabbers, bagel, and then A-Cane is a weird one. That one's a conundrum. That one's interesting. But like when he said bagel, I'm like, it makes sense now because there's some people who do not like the vowel rules. Bagel, Nabbers. I love you, man. Oh, you're good peoples. You're good people. All right, so Jordan Addison confirmed suspended. Yes, no, maybe so. Even Njoku. And we'll take our Caleb Williams here. I like what we're doing with this draft. This is a good draft so far. I think with Caleb Williams, we might have to go with 3 quarterbacks. Hopefully the second 2 quarterbacks have rushing upsides. Not the Russian upside. Das vidание. Привет. Very good. Strong like bull. Okay, I'm done with my Russian accent. That's a good Russian accent. That's fucking great. God. It's a good accent. But once again, my best accent, my favorite accent to do, I don't know if it's my best one, but my favorite accent to do, one that wouldn't get me canceled is my Nelson Mandela South African accent. That's a good one. Suspension won't come until the ruling is set. I think the court date has been scheduled in October. Heard. Okay. So that's what I read. Yeah, I was trying to like catch up on all the news as I was driving home. At every red light, but like there wasn't a lot of red lights. The drive home was actually speedy. It was fast. I got to pick up 2 half-price pizza, Domino Mondays. That's the move. Has anyone else ordered their half-price pizza from Domino's? I had a large to the face. So guys, I need to ask Chad a question. All right. Is there any merit behind this whole Brandon Ayuk situation? And then here's a better question. Is Brandon Ayuk a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL today? Drew Davenport, FF, is the guy for legal issues on fantasy on X. Good to know. Thank you, Andrew. I'm trying to see. Man, that was Quasi's cat. That profile picture you have there, Andrew, that was Quasi's profile picture for the longest time here on Drafters. Easy? No, not even close. Not even top 15. I don't know. I don't know about not even top 15. I don't even know about not top 15. But like, I could see the argument as to why people believe he's a top 10 wide receiver, and I could definitely see the argument as to why people don't believe he's a top 10 wide receiver. Realistically, my personal belief, and like once again, this is all theoretics, it's all, imaginary world. There's no, correct answer. Everybody can believe whatever the fuck they want to believe in Narnia land. Like, leave me alone. But my belief is if George Pickens was to be involved in that trade with Brandon Ayuk, I think George Pickens would have better production than Brandon Ayuk in that San Francisco 49ers offense based off of the efficiency metric, right? The efficiency metric is why Ayuk is incredible. And the only reason why he's very efficient, in my opinion, is because there is a lot. And I mean, Ontario Amber Alert. Oh, Amber Alert. Kitchener, Ontario. Not close to here. Guys, Amber Alert. Ontario Amber Alert. Victim, Conlon Cayley, 14 years old, last seen in Kitchener, Ontario. If seen, call 911. Okay? I hope everything ends up okay there. Amber Alerts suck. I can't imagine being, a parent on the other end of an Amber Alert. Where was I? God, I wish I could rewind my freaking brain because I was about to make some spectacular points. We were talking about the efficiency metric, right? Somebody catch me up on where I was because I was about to cook. Bobby Bengal says he isn't even top 20 in my rankings. I need to look at your rankings. How do I invest in your rankings, sir? I think Ayuk will get traded. No, Ayuk is not a top 10 wide receiver. In terms of fantasy or skill, I would say in terms of fantasy because that's what we're doing here. Skill, I also don't think he's a top 10 wide receiver personally. I mean, his route running is incredible. I think he's top 12 talent, but he hasn't become consistent enough to be as reliable as some other options hurt. Part of his issue is he has a ton of target competition in San Francisco. I think that's what makes him incredible, is a target competition. I think it's a target competition. The fact that somebody that talented can be forgotten because he's surrounded by a lot of talent. Tyler Lockett at a value. Dontavian Wicks at a value. I think I might be done at wide receiver, y'all. This is insane value. So Lockett fell almost 20 picks. So did Wicks. Those back-to-back picks, I think I'm done at wide receiver. I can easily be done at wide receiver here with Debo, Cooper Kupp, DJ Moore, Michael Pittman, Curtis Samuel, Tyler Lockett, and Dontavian Wicks. Maybe one more. We'll see. I'm like, other than my stack with DJ Moore and with Caleb Williams, I don't have much correlation. I don't have any correlation. But there's still opportunity to get some correlation. So we'll work on it. The efficiency metric. Yes. Thank you, babe. Do you like that? What's up, JC? Good to see you, brother. Fuck, I just scared myself with how loud I yelled there. I apologize, y'all. Do you like that? Is that better? I can't. Because he did it with like some gravitas, like a deep voice, but it was also a high pitched. And I can't hit that note. That's like a different octave note there that he hit. Fantasy definitely not. Skill, there's an argument. It could be. I mean, how do you quantify the skill, right? That's a whole different. LOL. My ears. I apologize, Sleazeball. It's like when Sleazeball gets sniped. Sleazeball getting tilted is insane. By the way, guys, I used to like make fun of Sleazeball because like he used to brag about how good he was at Fortnite. I watched his Fortnite stream yesterday. He was streaming that shit live. Dude is fucking incredible at Fortnite. Like he's insane at Fortnite. So I gotta give credit where credit's due. He's really good. Bad Guys Official says drafting next to BDE. All I hear are bells because of the delay. My bad, bro. My bad. My bad. If you get YouTube Premium, one, it could be free if you haven't gotten it before. You can draft and watch the stream simultaneously if you're doing it from the phone. If he gets traded, his ADP should tank. In my opinion, I 100% agree on that. I 100% agree on that. Johnny D says, is CMC a lock for number one, or is Tyreek a move? Finished last in my 10-team PPR family league, even though I had most of the points this season. I will say, okay, if you want to be safe, relying on what's happened in the past in last season is probably your best approach. But in my humble opinion, if you ain't first, you're last, right? So I don't care about safe. I don't care about safe. The safe play doesn't win, right? CMC clearly the safe play. Tyreek Hill, the metric, the Madden rating, the new contract, being the number one player voted amongst his peers in the top 100. It's all incredible. But Tua is an injury away from them being completely irrelevant, and we know he's going to disappear when the weather gets cold. And they got a couple of cold games down the stretch, right? We know he's going to disappear. And he's been banged up and hobbled down the stretch, right? So I'm not saying I'm out on Tyreek Hill. I'm just saying I want to make a bet on somebody who's been efficient with the ball, but also have an increase in opportunity. And that's Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is my number one. Like, it's got to be Jamar Chase, my number one. And if it's not Jamar Chase, then it's Breece Hall. Those are my top two guys. So, yeah. I hope that answers your question. Theoretically, he's a lock for number one. Last year, Justin Jefferson was a lock for number one, right? I hope that makes sense. Take a risk, take a gamble. Look at somebody who's not, CMC or Tyreek Hill. Tell yourself a story. Go with it. Bet and draft like you're right, and be willing to accept the responsibilities if you're wrong. No Cat Max says, note to self, lower the volume when you are at the disco. Sometimes we get very spicy at the disco. Very good. He's all right. Who's all right? Thank you. Let's game. No, you're pretty. I'm down to game. I'm just never playing Fortnite because, personally, what kind of grown man plays Fortnite? Let's be real. Let's be. No, I'm kidding. But I'm not. I'm down for Call of Duty. I'm down to bid up some Call of Duty for sure. For sleaze. I'm also down to Adonai Mitchell gets sniped. All right. Matt. So a little bit more correlation here. And we'll take Jalen Wright. I mean, I see the Justin Herbert value here, and I think it's absolutely incredible. But, like, as I said, my next two quarterbacks need to have rushing upsides, not rushing upside. Rushing upside. And Justin Herbert doesn't really present that, especially with a bum foot. Fortnite fantasy, I don't think that's a thing. Quasi says I like mixing in Hill at the one. I like mixing in Justin Jefferson at the one too. I do. I'm done taking Jamar Chase no matter what until he signs. I got like over 22% in this draft, this tournament. Mike White can sling it though. Yeah, but like, let's be real. Can he sling it? That makes okay. I see what you're saying. He is a solid backup quarterback. We also thought that the same thing about Teddy Bridgewater being a solid backup there, right? There's way too many red flags, and once again, CMC last year I didn't take at ADP because I'm like, the wheels got to fall off at some point. I'm doing the same thing again this year, right? Travis Kelce I didn't take at ADP and at value, and when he was going as like the 5th or 6th overall player in the first round, insane. I'm like, the wheels got to fall off. The wheels fell off a bit, literally. Like he dislocated his kneecap before the first game. So yeah, if there's too many red flags, right? If there's injury risk, a lot of volume, volatility at the position, I don't want it. Or quarterback issues. But like I will say, Malik Neighbors. I like how every time somebody asks Sleaze, like, Sleaze, the guy next door to you, is that who is that? Oh, that's my boy Rick. He's drafting with the no man. We want you to say the word neighbor. this my boy. He's drafting with me right now. He's on the. I love you, Sleazeball. I swear to God, I love you. I only tease you because I fuck with you. If I didn't fuck with you, Sleazeball, I wouldn't tease you. Call you a fucking delicate flower, and you're not. You're not. You're not. Neighbors, knockers, neighbors, mobbers. I love this guy. Wow, Andrew N. Shit. Probably a minor. Moving on. Fortnite is free. It's for us poop people. Warzone's free too, sir. Warzone is free to play. Daniels to neighbors looking good for the last couple. Well, no, I wouldn't say the last couple of camps. There have been, even a broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I mean? There have been some nice throws, some nice placement throws. I think people are way too harsh on Daniels because, yes, he's recovering from several injuries, including that neck injury, which has me very concerned for him, actually. But yeah, I feel like people are way too harsh on him. People have been he's gotten a bad rep for one bad season. That's okay. Hopefully, I could capitalize. Mr. Malik's Neighborhood. Neighborhood. Team name. Not bad. Red shirt year for Neighbors for his next QB. Could be. I personally think that I hate Neighbors at his current ADP, but I still think he's going to perform very well this year. And I think Daniel Jones, I love his ADP, and I think he's going to perform really well this year. I mean, do I just say screw ADP and just get my guys at this point? We're past round 15, right? Just go get your guys. Why the frick not? I think that's my first share of Justin Fields in the main. I need to get that exposure up. I have a bit of Russ. Yeah, bro. I need you to re-say that from the top. Talking about hard Daniels and hard on Daniels. The fuck? Fields. I'm sorry, man. I said I need quarterbacks with rushing upside. Daniel Jones got reached on. Wow. Split frame. Good work, man. Proud of you, dickhead. I don't know why, but the quarterback values have been shooting up significantly. I don't like this trend at all. I was used to the quarterbacks falling to me and getting good correlation with it falling. Now I'm having to reach on quarterbacks just for the sake of reaching on it. And the guys who get the values are usually the guys drafting ahead of me when I'm at the 112. Make it make sense. The only one that's been hard on DJ is the community. No. The entire fantasy football NFL community has been hard on Daniel Jones, very hard on him. And I'm sure he hears of this. I'm sure he hears about this. The dude, at the end of the day, he's a tremendous athlete and he's a pro. He'll figure it out. He'll come around, man. I'm not worried about him whatsoever. The only thing that I'm worried about with him is his neck. That neck injury is terrifying. Right? Everybody's like, oh, well, it was his ACL or MCL or PCL or PLC that he tore last year. No, but he also has a really bad neck situation. That feels so good. Like a Peyton Manning neck situation. Alex Ducharme. This is a new name for me. Do you foresee Justin Jefferson and Devontae Adams dropping in some leagues? Worried about Jefferson's injury, but he's a dynamic talent. Justin Jefferson has an injury, Alex. Speaking of Jefferson dropping, he dropped here at the 109 to somebody who's won first and second in this tournament. I'd put up my vitamin water, but I'm all out. Guys, is Justin Jefferson? Hold on. Hold on. I got to Google this. How we were all about to give Quasi the championship. What injury? Required by the NFL to announce part of the okay. Pulmonary contusion. What the fuck is a pulmonary contusion? Okay, no, that's from last year. Guys, help me out. No injury. Okay, if Justin Jefferson isn't hurt, if there's no new injury, yes, he is he is worth the value. I would buy the dip. Same with Davante Adams. The amount of targets that both of these guys will receive this year and what they're capable of doing with these targets, no matter who's throwing the football, gives them league-winning upside no matter what format you're drafting them in. So if they keep falling, you buy the dip. My advice. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Meant with his injury from last season. Yeah. So he had the collapsed lung, which was a freak accident, if I'm not mistaken. And he had his hamstring, which, it happens a lot, but he still came back, showed that he was QB proof, balled out. I'm not worried about him at all. Like, when I look at him, I don't think this is an injury plagued person. I think I'm more concerned for guys like Tyreek Hill to be injured. I'm more concerned for Tyreek Hill to have an injury because every game he looked like he was hobbled at some point. And then like after what was it, week 14 against who was it? The and shout out to the dudes against the Titans. He completely disappeared. He was irrelevant in fantasy. Dude gets hurt all the time. I'm not high on Tyreek Hill. My exposure will show that I'm not high on Tyreek Hill, even at ADP. I would much rather get A.J. Brown above Tyreek Hill because I have A.J. Brown ranked above Tyreek Hill this year. And like everybody wants to react and like tell me I'm an idiot based on what happened last year. But I'm not an idiot because I make my own fucking projections, right? And more often than not, my projections hit. So it is what it is. Like, I'm not saying Tyreek Hill is going to be a complete bust. I'm just saying there's players who I have projected with better situations than him. Not sure about the Davante Adams play. I had him last season, not drafting him this year unless he drops severely into a mid-round. Well, it would be mid-second round, and he's usually falling mid-second round in these drafts. Davante Adams went pick 21. So pick 8 in round 2. That's a great value for Davante Adams. That's where I would take him. So much question marks around his QB and usage. Which guy? Because if we're talking about Gardner Minshew made Michael Pittman and Josh Downs look absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And respectfully, at this stage in Michael Pittman's career and comparing it to the stage that Davante Adams is in his career, Michael Pittman couldn't fucking hold a candle to what Davante Adams can currently do. Gardner Minshew is a very capable quarterback. Like, we need to put some respect on his name because he's absolutely spectacular. I love him. I love Gardner Minshew. I think Gardner Minshew is a great addition. Even Aiden O'Connell's good. It was Bayou Bengal who posted earlier that Davante Adams had 176 targets, something like that. And a lot of those targets came from a very inaccurate Jimmy Garoppolo and a very inefficient Josh McDaniels offense. A lot of that has changed. We know that the target opportunity is still going to be there. And we know that the passes are going to be more accurate and more catchable. So I'm not worried whatsoever about the quarterback situation there. And Justin Jefferson proved he was quarterback proof last year with some really, really shitty quarterback play. Some really, really shitty quarterback play. And like, as much as like I like to rip on JJ McCarthy and say like Aaron Rodgers is going to be the QB1 in Minnesota next year. I know. Hot take. It's for a different day. Aaron Rodgers is going to be the QB1 for Minnesota. I still think that JJ McCarthy or Darnold are both very competent, good quarterbacks in a very well coach system that can get the ball to their best player. The defense didn't get extraordinarily better. Yes, they brought in Daniil Hunter, but they're still going to get the ball ran down their fucking throat, right? So they're not going to be able to control the clock. They're going to need to toss the ball up and chuck it up at a high volume. High volume plus the target share that those guys get, plus what they're able to do with the targets. League winners. Does that mean that they have the safest floor every week? Not really, but that means their ceiling is untouched. Their ceiling's unmatched. Right? I need another tight end. We'll go with unstacked Dawson Knox. And then I need one more running back. We'll see if any of my running backs are still around. Justice Hill's gone, I see. All right, we'll get my guy Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I know people are still out on him and like, oh, generic Prince. They got this Zmat guy. Fuck. I'm riding with who I'm riding with. Exactly. Don't worry about Adams. Pittman was targeted like 150 to 160 times. Sup, Wendy? How you doing, girl? Good to see you, Wendy. Wendy, I get to meet you in person on Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday. The expo's so soon. I'm so excited and so nervous at the same time. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm doing it at, but I'm going to give it all I got. That's for damn sure. Shout out to Wendy. Shout out to the women of fantasy football. Wendy's one of my favorite human beings on the planet. Fantasy football side, we love Wendy, guys. If you're not subscribed to Women of Fantasy Football, Fix Your Life, please do so. She's also part of the sports affiliation. We love us some Wendy. We love Wendy. Wendy with the hearts. Shout out to Wendy. Shout out to Wendy. The Queen is here. The Queen. Shout out to Wendy. We do love us some Wendy. All right, let's look at some lineups. We'll start with the guy who's sniping me all draft. Bad guy's official. Really is a bad guy. Like, I wanted Anthony Richardson real bad. It would have been nice. I had this theory that I wanted to try this week, and I have to wait until tomorrow because Anthony Richardson was sniped from me, even though he had Patrick Mahomes. He went double elite quarterback. It's a very unique approach. It's worked 2 years ago on Underdog. Patrick Mahomes, Anthony, he goes 2-6-9-3. Patrick Mahomes, Anthony Richardson, Jonathan Taylor, Jalen Warren, Rico Dowdle, Ty Chandler, Jamal Williams, Cam Akers. Wide receiver, he goes Marvin Harrison Jr. Like, I would have much preferred if you just waited on Kyler. Xavier Worthy, so a little bit more correlation there with Mahomes and Worthy. He also has Jonathan Taylor and AR. BTJ, so he's going like for a big ceiling start here. Joshua Palmer, Josh Downs, love the pick. Adonai Mitchell, so double stack there with Anthony Richardson. So 3 levels of correlation so far. Marvin Mims, Jalen Tolbert, DJ Chark, Travis Kelce, Luke Musgrave, and Jelani Woods. 4 levels of correlation, and he's got the Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes start. I really like this draft, buddy. I see nothing wrong with it. This is a strong draft top to bottom. Even your running back room. You didn't sacrifice any position here, in my opinion. Good work. Your wide receivers could be a little bit stronger, but like the first 3 could be very solid, and a lot of them can spike. I like it a lot. I love everyone here too. Well, I mean, it's reciprocated. You show love to everybody, and everybody shows love to you, Wendy. You're one of a kind. You're a great person. God bless you. She said she loves me. LOL. Hi, Wendy, says Jerry Bagshaw. Jerry, don't you got a lawn to go cut or something? I love you, Jerry. Jerry, I love you. I love you, Jerry. Cowboy Reg says, what's up? Love the show. Love you, Cowboy Reg. Great follow on X. Great YouTube content. Just hate your team. Just hate your fucking team. Love you, though. God bless you. Jerry, Brian Pereira. This is another new name. Shout out to Brian Pereira for dropping by Disco Ball Nation. He says, any advice on draft strategy? 3rd year playing, won it all my first year, came in second last this past season. 10-team redraft PPR league. What pick do you have? Tell me what pick you have, and I will gladly advise you. Even if you don't respond with what pick you have, my best advice is follow Slaysball Fantasy Football, follow the sports affiliation, and follow Bayou Bengal on YouTube. You already did the right thing by following me. Follow all those guys on YouTube and ask them questions about certain player takes that you think you're bullish on, and ask me about certain players you think that you're bullish on. And whoever, we all agree on, whoever, the common median player is, that's who you go with. But like PPR format, 10 teams, like as long as you, like if I'm in 10 team PPR format, okay, and I know it's bad advice, okay, because you shouldn't. Everybody will say take best available, but in 10 team PPR format, right? Try to get the number one player at every fucking position in your first 4 rounds. Try to get the best running back. So in round 1, try to get the best running back there. Or even in round 2, right? Like wide receiver, running back, round 1 and 2. If you get a running back round 1, like Breece Hall, Bijan Robinson, or CMC, get a wide receiver the next round. Go for a Cooper Kupp. Go for a Drake London or a DK Metcalf, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Round 3, get a Josh Allen, get a Patrick Mahomes, get a Travis Kelce, get a Sam Laporta round 4. Get every position and then just fill best available after that. Try to get best available at each position for that. So that's my biggest piece of advice. In 10-team format, right? If it's 12-team, it's completely different. 10-team, I think you can do that. Pat says, howdy, y'all. What's up, Pat? Good to see you, Pat Joyce. Thank you. You're very welcome. Boom. Hey, Disco, been missing you. What up, NFL DFS picks? I miss you too, brother. How you doing? I'm very excited to have you in our community basketball league. This is very exciting times. I'm definitely going to stream that draft. Brian, just follow any of these gurus. You are guaranteed to win. There you go. Shout out to James SEO. The best advice, because 10 teams is so exactly. What is the strategy? What is the starting roster? True. Great question as well. In redraft league, PPR, so many draft strategies ready to start. Hey, NFL DFS picks in a redraft PPR league, are the wide receiver one more important or bell cow RB? In 10 teams, it depends, right? Just have like either your own ranking system where you have certain tier breaks, draft based off of tier breaks, right? You should always draft based off of tier breaks, either your own tier guide or your own tier ranking system, or somebody who you think is a very reputable, good fantasy football content creator. Like I used to use Sal Vettri's until I started making mine for the last 3 years, right? So find a good, reputable tier guide and draft based off of tier breaks. Like who's the top of their tier, who's falling at ADP. That's like ADP isn't necessarily like the end all be all. That's how you rank what real value is the tiers, right? Follow a good tier guide. I have the second pick, thinking of CMC, Lamb, or Hill, whoever drops. Don't know if I should go double RB. No, do not do robust RB. Do not go robust RB. Once again, my opinion, especially 10-team format, if you're going to go with CMC, look at a high upside wide receiver that you love in round 2. If you're going to go Lamb or Hill, go for a Jonathan Taylor, Kyron Williams, Saquon Barkley, Devon Achane in round 2. Even a Derrick Henry would be fine in round 2. Then get your tight end and get your quarterback. Get one of all 4, right? And like this is on the presumption that it's one quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex. If there's a kicker and a defense in there, good luck. I don't do that kind of advice. I just do offensive players. And that's the strategy that I would go with. 10-team PPR. It's never failed me once. I've won or placed top 3 in every 10-team PPR league I've been in, doing that exact strategy. And you know what? If you don't like the advice and the advice doesn't hit, money back guarantee. But he didn't buy anything, so it's okay. I hope that helps. I personally think getting an elite tight end and quarterback is great in 10-team. Other than that, just make sure you get at least 2 to 3. Exactly, for sure. But like, look at the RB values here in round 5. James Cook, round 5. Round 6, Josh Jacobs, Zamir White, David Montgomery, Alvin Kamara, James Conner, round 7. DeAndre Swift, round 8. Jalen Warren, round 8. Round 9, Jerome Ford, Chase Brown, Brooks, who's going to miss time, Tony Pollard, You know, like there's so many really, really, really good running back values. Like you don't have to push that value so early. Get one guy, but like try to cover every position. In 10-team PPR format, that's the strategy I go to. Once again, guys, if you're not sub to my guys, the sports affiliation, Sleazeball, or Bayou Bengal, Fix Your Life. Bayou Bengal will be going live right at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The sports affiliation will be doing a mock draft Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time as well. And they'll also be doing drafters after dark at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And Sleazeball just finished an incredible stream. Speaking of Sleazeball, he's on draft number 96. He caught up to me. Nice, man. He goes 3-6-8-3. He goes Lamar Jackson, Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield. I don't think you needed Baker Mayfield, but you probably have some sort of correlation because you love your correlation, right? Goes Kyron Williams, more correlation. Alvin Kamara, Devin Singletary, Ezekiel Elliott, Nick Chubb, Tyrone Tracy. I like your running back room a lot. It's the first time I've seen a double stack with Devin Singletary and Tyrone Tracy. I think that's very unique. I personally wouldn't do it, but I like it. I like the thought process behind that. It's very unique. Way to stand out. Garrett Wilson, Puka Nacua, more correlation. George Pickens, why not? Jackson Smith and Jigba, DeAndre Hopkins, Demario Douglas, Jermaine Burton, Darius Slayton. Tight end Brock Bowers, Jonnu Smith, Mike Gesicki. Brock Bowers saves it. Jonnu Smith gives me so much anxiety, but the fact that he dropped so much, yeah, why the hell not? And Mike Gesicki also gives me so much anxiety. But Brock Bowers, I think, is a good pick. It's a good draft, buddy. Good stuff as per usual. Look at Baker's ADP for sure. But once again, this when I give advice, it's based off of roster construction. It's about investment made, and then if you're countering your investment by adding, like you already get a significant drop at ADP here, right? With Lamar Jackson, you got a decent value here with Matthew Stafford. Take another shot on running back or wide receiver here, or even tight end, because Jonnu Smith and Mike Gesicki are unreliable. And I think there's going to be some weeks where Brock Bowers can also disappear as well. So, this pick should be a different shot here, but it's just roster construction based off of experience studying the history of the drafts and whatnot. But it could help. It could help. I could be right. I could be wrong. Brian Pereira says definitely helps. I remember getting burned last season with Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, and other inconsistent players. Can't believe I believed the hype on Dameon Pierce last season. Hey man, another great piece of advice, especially PPR format. And if you're not drafting here on Drafters, because this is where we're drafting on, this is a real money draft with real money implications. This is not a mock draft, right? What we're currently doing here, not a mock draft. It's real money draft with real money implications. You could potentially win $2.5 million in total prizes. $500,000 goes to first. It's a $15 buy-in. There's also the $2 buy-in, which is a $2 buy-in, $25,000 to first, $125,000 in total prizes. It's best ball format, so you never have to monitor it. You never have to watch your draft. You never have to do any of that. No trades, no waiver wires, none of that garbage. You don't have to leave points on the bench. You literally just draft and forget unless you're winning a life-changing amount of money. And if you want to sign up on Drafters Fantasy Sports like all these other beautiful folks here are doing, make sure you use promo code DISCO when you sign up on Drafters Fantasy Sports. Do a couple minis. I'm telling you right now, if you do 5 Drafters minis, $2 minis, and I'll double your money. So your first 5 are on me. $25 to $100. If you do 5 of them, I promise you're going to absolutely crush every redraft PPR league out there. Guaranteed. That's why all my guys are killing the game. Shout out to you, Brian Pereira. Thank you for stopping by. I didn't want it, but 50 Pass had to do it. Yeah, I understand. I'm not saying you're wrong. Yeah, I agree. I think Brock will perform similar to Kincaid last year. It's very possible. Once again, Michael Mayer is one of the best round 20 values in best ball format. Baker will be good, only kind of tough. Divisional D, he faces Atlanta. Yeah, no, you're right. Carolina's pretty shit. No, the Saints defense is good, man. The Saints defense is really good. I would not sleep. The Saints defense has improved drastically. All right, let's look at the 2 times. He goes 2-7-8-3. He gets Kyler Murray at a nice 12-pick value. Kirk Cousins, another 12-pick value. Nice. Just everybody's like, hey, Quasi, take the fucking money. Travis Etienne, James Conner, Jerome Ford, James Robinson, sick for RBs. And I already know your wide receivers are spectacular because we were all raving about your start. And then Gus Edwards, not bad. Bucky Irving, why not? Generic Prince, why not? Couple shots, could hit. Justin Jefferson, Drake London, Devonta Smith. Look at the values here, guys. Everybody fell. Amari Cooper also fell. Keenan Allen also fell. Wan'Dale Robinson, Greg Dortch, Zay Jones. This is the one area you struggle in. This draft. Taysom Hill, Hunter Henry, Tucker Kraft. I mean, I understand. Hopefully your tight end position doesn't let you down because that's a phenomenal draft. It would be a shame that, Taysom Hill, Hunter Henry, or Tucker Kraft fuck it up for you. But great draft, as per usual, buddy. Angry Elf goes 3782. He goes Jaden Daniels, Deshaun Watson, Will Levi. Brian, if you follow Dr. Jesse, a few other, we were out on Jacobs last season. I was out on Jacobs last season too. I was out on Jacobs and Saquon. The only pick'em ticket that I hit was taking the under on both of their rushing yards props last year. That was a smasherino. I also am taking the under this year on Dak Prescott passing yards and CJ Stroud passing yards. I'm doing it. Typical Quasi draft. Well done. Yeah, Quasi's incredible. Angry Elf goes Jaden Daniels, Deshaun Watson, Will Levi. Bijan Robinson, Jameer, I go again on my own, Jameer Gibbs. So we know that this is a robust RB start. Zamir White, Blake Corum, Ray Davis, Demon Pierce, Miles Sanders. I like the Miles Sanders pick a lot. Wide receiver, he goes Christian Kirk, Terry McLaurin, Hollywood Brown, Brandon Cooks, Jerry Jeudy, Tyler Boyd, Treylon Burks, Juan Jennings. You've been watching too much Bayou Bengal, man. Way too much. I hate your receivers, personally. I've seen you do so much better. Your receivers, I don't love at all. I don't. Evan Ingram, Chigozie Okonkwo. Yeah, I've seen you draft much better. How does Quasi get all the values and then you're stuck with Brandon Cooks as your wide receiver 4? That's crazy to me. All right, AP goes 3692, 369. He goes Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, JJ McCarthy, like the 3 quarterback build. CMC, Tony Pollard, Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams, no matter what, at ADP. Marshawn Lloyd, Kendrick Miller, Tank Bigsby, wide receiver Jalen Waddle, Malik Neighbors, Deontay Johnson, Roma Dunze, Jameson Williams, Michael Wilson, Malachi Corley, Khalif Raymond. He's a Laporta Saporta and Trey McBride. I like the bully tight end approach. Strong everywhere, top to bottom. That's an A+, brother. Let's look at my draft. This is good work from Disco for sure. I go 3-6-8-3, as safe as it gets. We go Caleb Williams, Justin Fields, Drake May, James Cook, Josh Jacobs, Najee Harris, Jalen Wright, Khalil Herbert, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Wide receiver, we go Debo, Cooper, DJ Moore, Michael Pittman, Curtis Samuel, Tyler Lockett, Dontavian Wicks, Jerome Baker. That is fucking sick. David Njoku, Cole Kmet, Dawson Knox. That's a good draft, Disco. All right, guys. Punch the ticket to Value Town. Won't you take me to Value Town? That's because Quasi took all the white. True. All right, boys, heading out. Good stuff today. I'll also have you up, Bengal. Drive safe, Sleazeball. Say hi to the wife for us. I know she's been gone for a while. Say hello, wifey. All right, folks, we're gonna head over to Bayou Bengal stream. Before you guys go, just put this in his stream chat. Bayou Bengal. This guy right here. Hold on. This guy right here. Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network. He's going live right now. Okay. So when you guys go there, put hashtag Disco Raid like this in his chat, and you will see one of the coolest, one of the funnest, one of the most incredible raid scenes on the planet. It's a party fucking every single time. James SEO says, hello, Mrs. Disco. Thank you. God bless you, James. God bless the rest of you Disco Balls. We'll be here same time, same place tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Go show some love to Bayou Bengal. Let's crush some more drafters fantasy drafts. Until next time, guys. Peace and love. Bye now.